was going to actually tell you that story before, but I said to you, I'll save it for the podcast about that fella. So my dad basically, Dad was at a party the other day, and he's talking to some lad in the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
And my dad's going, oh yeah, so what do you do? You know, what's all that? And he was like, oh, well, I went to uni for a few years. And I was like, oh, do you still go to uni? He said, no, I left uni. He's like, oh, I went too stressful and my hair started falling out. He was like, oh, right, okay. This is a great start to this story. And Dad was thinking, fucking hell, smashing this. And he said, so what do you do now? And he goes, I'm a session musician. He goes, oh, do you get paid for that? And he was like, no, not really. He was like, oh, for fuck's sake. He'll call this fella Clive, right? Clive, right? So Clive's talking, and he's chatting away to my dad, and my dad's proper bored shitless already. Like a minute into this, and bearing in mind, my dad gives me a massive bit of information. My dad's on the opposite sides of the kitchen, which is probably about this wall to where, you know,
you guys are.
Yeah, like behind the camera, just like a couple of centimetres behind it, right?
Yeah.
And my dad's going, he smells a BO, and he smelled that bad, he could smell from the other side of the kitchen, right?
Fucking hell.
It was fucking disgusting.
Jesus.
And this fella's chatting away to my dad, big Clive, chatting away. My dad's like, oh, fucking hell, I'm going to actually hang myself halfway through this conversation, it's that boring, right? And then he goes, this is my girlfriend, we'll call her, like, Jackie. Jackie walks in, right, late to this party, and big Clive's like, oh yeah, this is my girlfriend, Jackie, you know, and then starts going in, because he's drunk, he starts chatting about all the shit she's allergic to, right? And my dad goes, alright, okay. And he's like, so Clive's standing there and he's going, yeah, so Jackie's actually allergic to, like, oh, you know, sun cream, all this, that shite, whatever. And then he's like, and she's allergic to nuts as well.
Oh, no. That's the dirtiest alley of all time.
No, listen. And then he goes, and I was really disappointed because my favourite thing of all time to eat is an almond nut magnum. Right. Gets funnier.
That's just not where I was expecting it to
go. It gets funnier, right? And this fella's chatting away. My dad's like, oh my god, I'm so bored already. But my dad's like, I've got to read the rest of this conversation now. What the fuck, where's this going? And then he goes, so I was doing great for all the months of us dating. Every time I'd have an almond magnum, I'd wipe my mouth loads, I'd wash my face, I'd brush my teeth a few times to make sure there was no bits of nuts left in my mouth. No innuendo there. So he was like making sure there's no bits of nuts left in my mouth when she kisses me and she accidentally, you know, gets allergic to it and like dies off an allergic reaction. And my dad was like, oh, well, that's all right. Then she has had any encounters with her, has she? And the fella goes, no, I was doing great for the first few months, and then I actually read online somewhere that an allergy can be contracted through semen, and my dad just left the room. My dad just turned around and walked right out the kitchen. He was like, fuck this. That was his cue to go home. My dad was like, oh, you can tell he was wrong, because he said it can be contracted through semen, and his girlfriend was just like, fucking, what, Jackie, she's standing there going, yeah, it can. Like, not even fazed by the fact that he's just casually exposed their sex life. Oh, it's so funny, you know.
How long's it been? Can we just 11 minutes. And I think we have violated ourselves entirely. We've exposed everything.
Oh.